Hello everybody, my name is Lush Eisner and welcome to the Canadian Money Talk, the channel about Canadian investing and personal finance. Please like and subscribe. I put out a video per week, so make sure you ring the notification bell to get notified each time one comes out. An RRSP can be looked at as a tax liability once you get past $500,000 in RRSPs, which granted is a very nice problem. At 71, you are forced to convert your RRSP to a RRIF, and then you need to start withdrawing 2, 5, 10, 20% based on age. At 71, it's 5%. At 88, it's 10%. So if you just have a couple $100,000 in your RRSP, that's not a problem. But if you have over $500,000, uh, there's various things that you can do to avoid a spike in your income, which would also happen when the Canada Pension Plan and the Old Age Security kick in at 60, 65, or 70. And it's also going to put you in danger of having your Old Age Security clawed back if you're making too much money in retirement. So there's various ways to handle this. The simplest one is just to start pulling the RSPs out early, possibly at the age of 55 or 60, depending on how much you have. Now, you can also add on a tax solution with a strategy that makes RSP withdrawals tax neutral. This is one of the versions of the RRSP Meltdown. There's a couple of things you can do. You can borrow to invest more money in a non-registered segregated fund, uh, which are then using the segregated mutual funds as collateral for the loan. And then you can use the interest that you're paying on the loan as a tax deduction to offset the income from the RSPs you are going to start withdrawing at the same time. So you're basically moving the money out of the RSP into non-registered mutual funds, which don't have to be withdrawn. Now, the financial advisor who suggested this uh, is looking to get the loan covered by the investments. So you need to use segregated funds, which are insurance products with a minimum return and a life insurance. So they also have super high management expense ratios or fees because of these safety features. Some institutions will lend you money against segregated funds, but possibly at higher rates. This strategy is also loved by financial advisors because of the high commission on the segregated mutual funds, and you're giving them more business and more investments to charge those commissions on because you borrowed, this was money that you didn't have before. So that was the first version. The second version is if you have real estate, you can simply borrow against the home in a home equity line of credit, and assuming that you meet the criteria of one, you're borrowing to invest, two, you're investing in something that will have income, and three, you're investing in a non-registered account, you can write off the interest. And so if you start withdrawing money from the RRSPs at the same time, those tax deductions from the interest will offset the additional income from the RRSPs, making those withdrawals tax neutral. So how does the math work? Let's say, as an example, you have 400,000 in RSPs, and at 60, you want to burn down the RSP before you start taking CPP and Old Age Security at 70. At 71, you are forced to flip the RSP into a RRIF and are forced to withdraw from it. And then you'd be in a higher tax bracket. And you'd like to do the RRSP meltdown in a tax neutral way, since from 60 to 70, you are also earning a lot of money. In the 10 years, you want to take roughly 40,000 out of the RRSP each year. If your HELOC or the segregated fund loan charges 5%, you would need to borrow 800,000, which is the 40,000 divided by 5%, and invested in a non-registered account. The 800,000 investment would grow, hopefully, and there's no forced withdrawals. The 40,000 in interest would offset the 40,000 in income from the RSP, and then when you got to 71, you would be in a low tax bracket collecting CPP and old age security without any fears of clawbacks and be earning some cash flow from the 800,000 investment you had started, and you have great control over that income. And you converted 400,000 in RSPs into non-registered 800,000 using a loan. Now, of course, here you're borrowing, so borrowing to invest is risky. And while you may not have a problem, since only at 88, you need to start pulling 10% per year from the RSPs, this may not be something that you need to deal with at all. The high MER insurance products are not making you much money, so you're basically doing this for the taxes and for the benefit of your financial advisor. But I just wanted to put it out there as a possible strategy. The HELOC version might be better if you have sufficient credit. The third, and of course the simplest version of the RRSP Meltdown, is to simply start taking the RSPs out early, such as at 55 or 60, to spread out the income over a longer time period, lowering your income for each year and thus the tax bill. The aim is to avoid years with spikes in income and to have the income lower and flat over more years. That's the RRSP Meltdown and its multiple versions. If you have any requests on what you'd like me to cover in future videos, please put that in the comment section. If you'd like to get in touch, please reach out on any of these social media channels, and may you have a profitable day.